Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you the results of a little experiment I have been doing. I have tested out 7 different drugstore tubing mascaras. First of all, if you happen to not have ever used a tubing mascara before and you're curious about what they are, essentially what a tubing mascara does and what the draw is for tubing mascaras is that they coat your lashes in little individual tubes. And because of those individual tubes, you're able to get pretty good length and also no smudging, no flaking. And the best part about a tubing mascara is that the removal is so easy. Just wetting your eyelashes with some warm water and then gentle pressure with your fingers, the tubes just fall right off. Well, that's how a good tubing mascara removes. So I have been a long-time lover. This is one of my favorite mascaras. This is the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara, and I love this. This is $26, which honestly, for how great this performs, I think it's worth every cent. But I decided to see if I could find one from the drugstore that I liked maybe just as well as my beloved Thrive, and maybe even save a few dollars. So I have tried 7 drugstore tubing mascaras, and I just wanted to share with you my opinion on these 7 and let you know that I did find one that I absolutely love. So instead of straight up ranking these mascaras, I'm just grouping them as some that I just didn't like, some that I thought were actually pretty good, and then a few that I really liked, and one turned out to be my favorite, which is the one that I am wearing today. All right, so we are going to start at the bottom, and these are the ones that I liked the least.
The first mascara is the LOreal Volumetric Tubing Mascara, which retails for $7. The wand on this mascara is that Christmas tree shape with the rubbery bristles, and it does come out rather clumpy on the applicator, but once I got the clumps off, it did apply very easily. I will say this formula does seem to give length, not a lot of volume. You can see here with just one eye done, it does have a nice, very natural look. This mascara claims to lengthen, lift, and volumize lashes, repels oil, sweat, and tears. It is smudge-proof and water-resistant, and it is cruelty-free and paraben-free. And once applied to both eyes, again, I think it gives just a very natural look. Nothing va-va-voom, just a very pretty natural look. Checking in at the end of the day, I think this one wore pretty well. There was a little bit of flaking underneath my left eye, but nothing that a person standing away from you would even be able to see. Overall, I think it held up pretty good for a long day's wear. All right, this is where I ran into some issues with this LOreal mascara. It was very hard to remove. I splashed warm water on my lashes and was gently rubbing, and you can see that instead of coming off in big tubes, it was smudging and coming off in very tiny little pieces. And these little pieces were really irritating to my eyes. I'm going to give you a close-up here on my fingers in just a second so that you can see what these little tubes look like. And they were very small and, like I said, very irritating to my eyes. I tried splashing some more water. It was still very hard to remove. I ended up having to use a makeup remover to get all of this off. So because the removal was so hard for this one, this is why this was rated very low for the tubing mascaras that I tried. Next mascara is the L'Oreal Double Extend Beauty Tubes Mascara, which retails for $12.99. Now, this mascara is dual-sided with a primer on one end and the mascara on the other. And both of the wands for both the primer and the mascara are very long, traditional bristle mascara brushes. Now, this mascara claims to nourish your lashes with the primer, where you will get an 80% lash extension effect, which is long-wearing, smudge-proof with easy removal. So I applied the primer to both eyes and then proceeded to put mascara on just my right eye. And after applying one coat, which is what I used for all of the mascaras I'm testing, you can see it gives a very natural look again, a little bit of length, not a lot of volume. Now, this is where I ran into trouble with this mascara. I am right-handed and have to apply mascara to my left eye with my right hand. And because of this very short wand, getting over your nose makes it very difficult to get the inner corner and the outer corner. I just felt very clumsy with this applicator being so short, bumping into my nose. So that is essentially why I rated this mascara very low. It's just that it's very hard to apply to your left eye if you're right-handed. But once applied, I do think this is a very pretty mascara. Once again, very natural, where you get just a little bit of length, not a whole lot of volume, but I think overall just a very pretty mascara for every day. After checking in at the end of the day with this L'Oreal Double Extend, it wore really great throughout the day. There was no smudging or flaking. It held a curl, and I think generally held up great after a full day's wear. Removal of this mascara was excellent. Warm water and the tubes just easily came off. So really the only reason this mascara is rated so low for me is just because of the size of the wands, having both the primer and the mascara together. I wish they would make this mascara in just a regular length wand, and it would be a fabulous tubing mascara. The next mascara is the Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes, which retails for $4.99. The applicator on this mascara is a traditional nylon bristled spoolie, and this mascara claims to last all day with no smudging or clumping with the tubular formula, easy to remove with just warm water. It is vegan, paraben-free, oil-free, perfume-free, and alcohol-free. After applying to just one eye, I think it gives a very natural, pretty look. Fair with the length, not too much with volume, but overall very pretty. This formula is very dry though, so it takes a lot to build this mascara up. Even though in this experiment when I'm filming, I am only doing one coat. The other days that I tried this, it does take a lot of work to get this to look pretty full. But you can see with both eyes done, it is a pretty mascara. Like I said, very natural looking. Checking in at the end of the day, this one did have very small little flakes under my eyes, but nothing that a normal person would probably notice. But overall, I think it did last very well. It definitely held the curl and doesn't look too terrible after a full day's wear. Now, this is where this one really went downhill for me. The removal was very difficult. It does not remove in tubes at all with warm water. It just kind of smudges onto your skin. And I tried redosing my eyes with water, but still could not get the mascara off. I ended up having to use a makeup remover to remove the remainder of the mascara. This one was really difficult to get off, and that is why this was rated very low in my testing. All right, so the next one I wanted to share with you is one that I thought was pretty good, but for the removal issue, this one keeps it from being one that I really want to buy again. This next mascara is the e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara, which retails for $7. It is a flexible tapered silicone brush. And this mascara claims to have tubing technology that wraps lashes in lightweight tubes for instant buildable length. Tapered silicone brush grips and separates each lash. Clump, flake, and smudge-resistant formula with easy removal with warm water. Enriched with 5% jojoba seed oil to nourish and condition lashes. It is cruelty-free and vegan with no phthalates or parabens. After only applying to one eye, I think this mascara is excellent in the length department. One coat and you get really good length with this one. I really liked the formula of this mascara, and I think this wand is very similar to the Thrive. Very easy to apply. After applying to both of my eyes, I think this mascara is really gorgeous. I think it gives great length with doing just one coat, and you can build this up if you want more volume. After first application of this one, I was very impressed. Checking in at the end of the day, this wore very well. There was no flaking or smudging. It definitely held a curl, and I think it held up pretty well after a long day's wear. Now, here's the reason that this didn't make it to my top of the list. The removal was very difficult with this e.l.f. mascara. It does not remove into tubes, it just kind of smudges, and it was really irritating to my eyes. I ended up having to use a makeup remover to remove the remainder of it. So the removal was the reason that this was only rated as pretty good.
All right, the next few mascaras, these are ones that I really liked, with one becoming a new favorite.
Okay, this next mascara is the Milani highly rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara, which retails for $12.99. And it's that silicone Christmas tree shaped brush, very much like the Thrive. Okay, this mascara claims to dramatically extend and lift your lashes for a false lash look. Non-flaking, no clumping formula applies seamlessly, which will last up to 16 hours. Removes effortlessly with just warm water. Infused with shea butter and castor seed oil to condition lashes. It is cruelty-free and vegan and made in the USA. Applied one coat to one eye, you can see this mascara gives really great length. Very pretty, very natural, but I love the length that this one gives. Now, this formula is a very wet formula, which I find makes it easier to get smudges on my eyelid. So that's one thing to take into consideration with this Milani is the very wet formula. Applied to both eyes, I love the length that this mascara gives. Like with most of the tubing mascaras, it's generally length that you get unless you really want to build them up to get more volume, but I think this mascara is so pretty. Checking in at the end of the day, this wore really well. There was no flaking, no smudging. It really held a curl, and I think it looks very pretty after a full day's wear. For me, one of the great parts about a tubing mascara is that satisfaction that you get when you put the warm water on your lashes and the tubes just easily fall right off. And this Milani one, it does that beautifully. Very easy to remove in big tubes, not irritating to my eyes. This one is a really great removal. Great length and easy removal made this Milani one of my top three. The next mascara is the Catrice Glam& Doll Easy Wash Off Mascara that retails for $6. This is unique in that it has a curved silicone wand for application. This mascara claims to have textured tubes that wrap around individual lashes to provide expressive volume and curl, last up to 24 hours but can be easily removed without makeup remover. It is smudge-proof and long-lasting, paraben-free, oil-free, and microplastic particle-free. Applied to one eye, you can see that this gives excellent length and curl, a very pretty but still natural-looking mascara. The application of this mascara was very easy, and I actually really enjoyed the curved applicator. I felt like it made it easier to get to all of your lashes, and I really did like this formula. It was very easy to apply. And I think you will agree, this is a very pretty mascara that gives a really great length and curl. I thought this one was especially pretty. Checking in at the end of the day, this mascara I think still looks very pretty. It definitely held a curl, the length is still good, and there is no smudging or flaking. Now, the removal on this one surprised me. This one does not remove in tubes. It seems to just dissolve. But with that said, it was a couple splashes of warm water and it all removed pretty easily. So even though it's not a technically tubing mascara, the removal was easy enough on this that this did become one of my favorite new mascaras. Now for my favorite. It is the number 7 Stay Perfect Long Wearing Tubing Mascara that retails for $9.99. The applicator is a very small, narrow silicone brush. This mascara claims to be formulated with tubing technology to wrap around lashes, delivering long-lasting volume that won't smudge or flake. The waterproof formula is supposed to last up to 24 hours, and the straight brush allows for fuller, thicker-looking lashes. After applying to one eye, I think you can see that this mascara gives really great length and definition. Very pretty, very natural. The thing that really surprised me about this mascara is how much I loved that thin, narrow wand. Normally, I thought I liked a thicker, more old school mascara wand, but this wand made it so easy to get to every lash and coat every lash for really great length. Loved the applicator from this number 7 tubing mascara. I also really liked the formula of this mascara. It was not too wet, not too dry. It just seemed to be perfect and made for really easy application. After applying to both eyes, I think you'll agree this is just a really pretty, beautiful lengthening mascara. Really, really love the look of this one. Checking in at the end of the day for this one, it held up beautifully. The length was still there. There was no smudging or flaking. This one wore really well throughout a very long day. The removal of this mascara was very easy with just warm water. The tubes come right off. It's that satisfying feeling as they just kind of fall off your lashes in big clumps. Very, very easy to remove. Loved the removal process of this one. So overall, due to the formula, the applicator, and the easy removal, that is why this number 7 Stay Perfect Tubing Mascara has become one of my new favorites. All right, friends, so that is my experiment trying out 7 different tubing mascaras. And I do want to thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Bye.